Martha.
Today at 11 on 4 New York.
This morning on Early Today, Papal Parlay. President Obama wraps up discussions with world leaders and prepares for an audience with the Pope. The new GM. A federal judge clears the way for the nation's largest automaker to sell its good assets to a new company, largely owned by you, the taxpayers. And grim discovery. Workers are charged with reselling grave sites at a historic black cemetery near Chicago. This is Early Today for Friday, July 10th, 2009. Hello and good morning, everyone. I'm Dan Kleffler. And today we begin with the President and the Pope. This morning, President Obama wraps up meetings with world powers on climate change and the economy at the G8 summit in Italy. Next up on his overseas tour, a stop at the Vatican.
Take us back almost 13 years ago, becoming a father for the first time.
You know, for me, it was the classic fumbling, comical father situation. Sometime around 5, 6 in the morning, Michelle kind of jostles me and says, I think it's getting to be time. And, you know, it was like out of a sitcom. You know, I jump up and I'm looking for the bag and fumbling for the car keys. And Malia was delivered at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And it was love at first sight, you know, feeding her and burping her and changing her diapers. And now she's 5'10".
I know. Well, we asked some fathers from around the country to pose some questions to you. You may recognize a few, like this first one, quarterback for the New Orleans Saints. And he had a very good question, and it's one that all parents deal with, and that's about balance.
National emergency. At 6:30, I'm up, and I'm having dinner with the kids. And we're sitting around that dinner table. And so for an hour to an hour and a half, my only focus is them.
I know you were thinking of the fathers that are deployed, that are abroad fighting for us. And here's one such dad from Afghanistan, a colonel.
Right. Well, it's a great question. First of all, let me just say, you know, both this White House and the First Lady's office have been so focused on what we can do on military families. You know, they make such sacrifices for all of us. One of the things we've been doing is talking about how can we, for example, make sure that every father who's deployed out there has access to Skype.
This is Early Today for Friday, July 10th, 2009. That's where, according to the White House, he will be having a frank but constructive talk with the Pope. For more, we go to NBC's Savannah Guthrie in Rome. Savannah, good morning to you.
Martha.
Today at 11 on 4 New York.